Now to a sorority in mourning. The national president of Delta Sigma Theta passed away. Cheryl A. Hickmon died Thursday morning after battling a recent illness. Hickmon's passing marks the first time a sorority has lost a president in office. Now joining me right now is the former national president and CEO of Delta Theta sorority, Beverly Smith. Welcome to BNC Live. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you. It's good to be with you today.
Yes, well, it is a sad topic. Cheryl Hickmon served with Delta for nearly 40 years. Tell us about the legacy that she leaves behind.
Oh, Cheryl is, when I even say her name, I have to smile. You never met a warmer, funny lady, so dedicated to Delta and a true professional in the work that she did. Cheryl started serving when she was a collegiate. She was one of our regional representatives in the South Atlantic region at South Carolina State University. She became a regional director in the Eastern region. She was a chapter president. She served together with me as the national secretary, and then she served as my national first vice president, and became, and I think this is important to say, became on November 22nd, the 27th national president and chair of the board of Delta Sigma Theta. That was a lifelong dream of Cheryl's, and we are so happy and blessed to know that God allowed her that, to reach that goal and that dream that she had. She was an incredibly dedicated woman in Delta Sigma Theta, and always active from the time she became a Delta for the 39 years that she was a Delta until her passing this week. She will be sorely missed by our organization. That is for sure.
Let's dive into those list of accomplishments. President Hickmon was a member of Delta Sigma Theta since 1982. So what are the major changes the sorority has seen in the past 4 decades?
Oh gosh. Well, our growth for one, we are now an organization of 350,000 over initiated members. We have over 1,000 chapters, 15 international chapters in terms of the growth. We have 80,000 financial members. The organization has grown significantly. We have a major headquarters operation in Washington, D.C. And I will tell you, our legacy in Delta Sigma Theta started with our founders when they marched as the only African-American organization to march as a group in the Women's Suffrage March. And we are still focused on social action today. That really is something that's a cornerstone of who we are, that and community service. The things that have changed, the fight's still there. If you look at social action, unfortunately, that has not changed a lot. We still have to stay actively involved. We're working very hard with voter suppression right now, and community service. It's not that the missions have changed, that the things we have to work on have changed. The strategies we use are what have changed. Delta Sigma Theta is an organization that has remained relevant with the needs of our communities and the needs of our country on a regular basis. So as the country changes and shifts and grows, as social media comes on and changes, and we need to work with that, Delta Sigma Theta, as it grows as an organization with its members, continues to grow to make sure we stay relevant, but continue to focus on those issues that are most important for women of color.
No, and I think that social action is definitely needed right now with what we're seeing with this pandemic and across the states. Now, how will Delta Sigma Theta continue to live up to its legacy for the next 100 years and hopefully contribute to more change that women need to see right now?
Well, and that's most important, and certainly is one of the focus we have, along with the other, and I will say the other 8 members of the Divine Nine organizations. Our focus really is very heavily on social action, especially right now. The voter suppression issues we face are very difficult. Delta Sigma Theta has joined 2 lawsuits against the state of Georgia, where I live, and the state of Texas, and we continue to move with that. We're working with Legal Defense Fund on those. We're working in our communities to make sure voter education happens. It's so important that people understand not only why it's important to vote, to understand who they're voting for and what they're voting for. And we are most proud that we have a seat at the table. Shirley Chisholm, who was a Delta and the first woman who ran for the United States presidency, always said, if they don't bring a seat to the table, take a folding chair. Make sure you're there. We have Marcel Clarke, who's right now sitting cabinet member. We have 6 members of Congress. We have people at local elections and local office. We believe that it's important for you to be there. We want to work to make sure that all women of color and all people of color are at that seat, and we want to work to train them so they understand what it is they need to do with the seat we have. So we have to stay engaged if we're going to make change. We can't do it by sitting back.
Yeah, you have to work with one another, not against each other. So how does the sorority plan to move forward following President Hickman's death?
Well, our Constitution calls for our sitting first vice president to be the new president. So the new president of Delta Sigma Theta is Elsie Cook Holmes. She had actually been serving in an acting role while Cheryl Hickman was out ill, and she now sits in that seat. Our Constitution also says that she will then appoint someone to replace her until our next election occurs. The year is underway, and we have many activities going on, and as difficult as this is for us, we also know it's important through all kinds of tragedy, no matter what happens, that we continue our work. So Delta's work continues on. We did have a prayer call last night. We called that at 7 o'clock, and the call was at 9 o'clock Eastern time, and we had 21,000 sorors who managed in that 2 hour period to join us for a prayer call in recognition of her and praying for her and her family. We also have an International Day of Prayer coming up soon. We are working with the family on the arrangements. Delta has as most of the sororities and fraternities have, a special service we do for those members who have left, an Omega service. We have a special one for a national president. As we've mentioned, this is the first time we've had a sitting president
Yes.
who has passed, but the past national presidents will get together with the current president, Cook Holmes, and help plan that service. It's usually planned and happens in conjunction with the funeral arrangements that are made. And I know Cheryl's family is working on those arrangements even as we speak.
Well, here our BNC family sends our thoughts and prayers to you all at this time. Beverly Smith, former national president and CEO of Delta Theta sorority, thank you so much for joining us here. Our condolences for your loss.